The weekends in Ireland never fail to produce some insane news stories. Today we have another good few. The first video we have, of course, is a man here trying to break into someone's house, threatening to attack her, threatening to sexually assault her. And this one's gonna be crazy, guys. I actually see the Gardaí here with their knee on his back, trying to restrain him, and he's still shouting some crazy words. So let's actually watch this video. You know, there's videos like this every single day, people breaking in, lawlessness. You know, I think the crime in Ireland is going through the roof. You know, like, we have people now that we don't know, no background checks, no nothing. You know, it's like open borders season in Ireland. It's crazy, guys, and there's nothing being done about it. I'm not really sure how they're gonna crack down on this in the future, but it's crazy. So let's watch this video first of all.
Oh, they're going to telling me they're going to rape your wife and all, he said. They're going to rape your wife and all, he says. He closed that door. Look, there's all this stuff. Look at that. All this shit.
So the guy is obviously drunk. You can see the beer bottles there and going crazy. I mean, yeah, these news stories are every day, guys. Like, this one was just trending. That's why I had to react to it. Like, in somebody's apartment, I think that looked like an apartment. So the guy obviously broke in through the front door or through the window into the apartment. I mean, that's serious stuff, guys. That's, you know, threatening to attack people sexually and stuff. I mean, it's just crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. The poor woman, you know, you can hear how stressed she is. And, you know, as a society, guys, we should be protecting the women and children of Ireland. But it seems like now, you know, the masculine people, the masculine imperative is just called right wing. And, you know, if you actually try and protect anyone in this country, you're called right wing. You're called misogynist by the women that you're trying to protect. It's just, everyone has it just arseways. Like, everyone has it backwards in this country. So it's crazy. The next news story we have here is from the big game, obviously on Sunday. Okay, of course, they won. It was a hurling game and massive game, the GA final. Okay, real cultural, the pinnacle of culture in Ireland. Okay, GA senior final. Okay, massive game. This one piqued my interest. So it says here there was a ton of guys that were bussed in. You know, South Indian, I think Indian or Pakistani looking guys. And someone actually talked about this on the internet because they were stewards. These are like security guards that are used to, like, you know, contain the public from going on the field and not letting people run onto the field, streaking. Not that that happens that much in Ireland and GA culture, like in Croke Park. It doesn't really happen that often, okay? But now we have just tons of people that are doing this, that are from Southeast Asia and not our own people. You know, and my whole channel, like I said before, is Ireland first. We should be putting our own people first. In my opinion, guys, why can't we have, like, kids do these jobs? Why can't we have 18 to 25-year-old college kids do this job? You know, why do we have to bring people in to do these minor jobs? Like, pick strawberries in flipping Wexford for Keelings. Like, why do we need people from abroad to do these really basic, laborious jobs? Like, we can just pay people better, you know, because it's an economy thing. They just don't want to pay people well. We could just pay 16-year-olds to go and pick strawberries in Wexford. They would love to do that. You know, it would instill some discipline in them. It would be a great thing to do. Instead, we're bringing in tons of foreign people. Nobody knows where they're coming from. Nobody knows anything about them. It's just, yeah, it's crazy, guys. The post says, how many young lads would have loved to jump the chance of being a steward at an All-Ireland final? How many young Irish lads would have loved to be, yeah, exactly, be a steward, be a security guard at the All-Ireland final? Okay, that's amazing. You get to watch the game for free. You know, it's huge, guys. That's huge for people. So it's something they could have put in their CVs as well. You know, it's a great experience. I have a great guy to talk about this one, because I've actually worked security for 7 years at the Galway races. Okay, I worked for 7 years. I was actually a supervisor. I was in charge of a lot of people, and people were foreign and stuff, but I was never in charge of, like, 40 guys that were from India. You know, there was Irish, there was Indian, there was different African, there was lots of different groups, but there wasn't just a full busload of Indian people. You know, I think coming down from Dublin, they were saying that happens. It says, instead of turning and nurturing our own kids, we're handing it over to foreigners to increase the visibility while not coincidentally costing almost nothing. the GA has a lot to answer for. Now, of course, the GA is doing this, guys. Now, I don't have anything personally against the GA, because when you go against the GAA in Ireland, they just crucify you here. So not that I have anything against them, you know, but the thing is, like, just hire Irish people, just hire our own people, you know, first of all, at least with Irish passports. I don't know, these guys might have Irish passports, I'm not sure. I'm going to say no, they probably don't though, you know, if I had any common sense. So, you know, you could hire kids for these jobs, you know, 15 strong guys, you know, that play hurling, that would love to have watched the game for free. I don't know, it just seems a bit unnecessary, guys. Okay, the next video we have here is from Real News Era, shout out to him again. Modern day Ireland, Irish men doing the work for free while foreigners get paid to sit and watch. So, yeah, here we have another picture of these South Asians, South Indians, basically coming here and taking the jobs of Irish people. You know, this is a purely economics thing, guys. Like I said before, you know, they could basically hire Irish people, but they don't want to pay them enough money, or else people wouldn't do it. You know, it's just a very weird thing that the GA should be hiring Irish people first. Like, if I was in charge, I would enact a law saying you have to hire our own people first. Absolutely, before anybody else, guys. That's straight off the bat, you know. But, you know, that will never happen with our kind of corrupt government here. You know, they hired the whole world before us, guys. You know, that's the agenda. So we got another video here from Sligo, guys. A man actually confronting them. This is great to see. And I will be doing this exact same thing that this lad is doing on August 2nd at 2:30 in near Eyre Square in Galway. So come join that massive. That will be a massive one. I think in Galway it could be huge because, you know, Dublin's had a flipping protest. You know, you've had Letterkenny, we've had Donegal with a protest. You also have Cork. Like, there's massive protests taking place, but Galway could be huge as well. But this is in Sligo, and this lad actually confronts the people, the far left, let's say, the Marxist woke left, about what they're actually doing. So let's hear what he says to them.
What about our own homeless? What about the Irish homeless?
Refugees are welcome here.
Wait a second, 1 second. What flag is that, lads? Purple, red, and yellow in the middle with a red kind of almost triangle. What the hell flag is that? Everyone, tell me down below, what flag is that right there? That's crazy. But yeah, perfectly good question. He says, what about the Irish homeless? You know, what about them, putting them first? Nobody will ever put the Irish homeless first. It's ridiculous.
What about our own homeless? What about the Irish homeless?
Refugees are welcome here.
What about the Irish homeless, yeah? Yeah, the Irish homeless do. There's 16,000 of our own on the streets.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say again?
Refugees are
I'm
welcome
on the pat. Yeah, I'm on the pat, yeah. I'm on the pat, yeah. Yeah.
Refugees are welcome here.
Just keep into the footpaths out there.
The footpath, yeah.
You know, this is the left, guys. They love to be controlling everything. Staying off the footpath. Oh my God, you know. And he's nowhere near the he's nowhere near the road. Like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
When Irish people are homeless and they went abroad to find help and they got help. I don't believe that we are helped by excluding refugees.
So she said because you guys can't hear that nutcase screaming over the microphone in the background, I'll explain, I'll translate. So she said Irish people went abroad, and, you know, the Irish homeless before went abroad to Australia, Canada, America, and, you know, they took them in. Well, actually, they didn't, guys. They were massively discriminated against. You know, Irish communities in America were heavily involved with the mafia. You know, what's his name? White, or one of these guys. Like, they had big crime organizations in Boston. And, you know, not only that, guys, and these are the criminal aspect. So there are criminal aspect coming to Ireland, okay, just so we're logically consistent with that argument. The second thing is, like, we weren't given anything when we went to America or Canada or Australia. Irish people worked and grafted. We built the roads. We built the train tracks in the US. We did a huge building construction. I don't know where these left-wing people think that because giving people houses and money when they come to Ireland, it's helping them. That doesn't help anything. It's just, like, ridiculous, guys. You have to go to their countries and help them if you like. They shouldn't be protesting here. These old people should be going to those countries and helping them directly in their own country.
But there's 16,000 of our own on the streets. Why can't we help them first?
Yeah.
No, but help them first. It's our country. These are Irish people.
Sir, the world is our country.
No, it's not.
You can agree to differ with me. The world, the universe is our country. We should be helping people. Helping everyone.
Our own.
The same way our own were helped by other people across the centuries. It's our turn now.
No, we never went over the country and got given free electricity, free fuel, all that. We weren't.
So yeah, I'm going to translate again because that nutcase with the microphone, you couldn't hear anything. The megaphone, I mean, was going crazy, talking whatever. But so she said, we got help when we went abroad. Now it's our time to help and give back. No, it's not. The country is destroyed. Ireland is finished, in my opinion, guys. And the only way we can bring it back is if there's like change very, very fast. We vote in a new government. We vote in a new president. It just has to happen pretty quickly now. It is the last 4 years before we're just finished for good, because London is finished. England is finished. You know, I see things over there. Stabbings, there's 30 stabbings a day. It's a disaster. Here, the crime is going through the roof as well in Dublin, and the perceived crime. You know, it is a massively more dangerous city and country than what it once was. Also, when we went abroad, like I said, guys, we weren't given anything. We're given refugees and whatever illegal people everything, houses, you know, modular homes, electricity. We're giving Ukrainians like money for welfare, for cars, and big, massive American cars that I see around my city. Like, it is an absolute disaster, guys. Like, we're giving everything to everybody else, but we're keeping nothing for ourselves. I mean, who the hell thinks like that? I mean, it's crazy. But here, we might have some hope, guys. I wanted to bring a little religion into it because, of course, Ireland is a Christian country. It always will be, okay? It says Mass today. People are definitely starting to come back to Mass. And I'm not the biggest, you know, religious guy ever, but I go to Mass at Christmas time, at Easter time as well, with my grandma, who is religious. My family are, you know, religious and Christian, Catholic or whatever. And, you know, it's great to see that now it's getting more and more busy. Mass is coming back to Ireland in a big way. You know, Christianity, Christ is King, all these catchphrases are kind of coming to life more. Whoa, I might have to mute that, guys, because I might catch a copyright claim. But he's very, very good singer. They have singers, you know, choirs. I remember when I was a kid, when I was in primary school, at the local national school, like, we actually had to do like choir singing and stuff like that. And it was great, guys. You know, it instilled a degree of, I suppose, responsibility and a degree of, you know, sort of discipline in people. So it's great to see that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy these news stories today. You know, people are going crazy, attacking women in their houses now. I mean, I've never seen any of this crime, me personally, in Ireland in 2025, in my whole life. It's only in 2025. Like, I haven't seen this crime the last, you know, 25, 30 years. It just didn't exist before 2025, in my opinion, and statistically speaking, okay? But yeah, can we hire our own people before we hire South Indians and Asians? You know, we could do, guys. Like, I'm not saying having the odd person, you know, of course, like, if we can't fill the roles, if there's not enough people. But Ireland has like 7 million people now. How can we not fill these roles of having people at the GA final? You know, I feel bad. I don't want to be hating on flipping people from India and stuff. That's not what I'm trying to do. But, you know, if they're from IPAS centers and they're doing this kind of thing, it's like, it's just ridiculous, guys. We can hire our own people. You know, we can take care of our own before we take care of the rest of the world. That's my whole thing, okay? Let me know your thoughts. I love you all. If you want to support me, hit the join link, become a member for just the price of €3 per month. And, you know, it really helps support me. We have 12 members now. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.